Here with National Freestyle Coach Bill Zadick. Just talking about a variety of topics. Obviously, it's getting busy around here again, right? So, hey, brand new year, 10 weight classes for the first time since 1996. Why is that good for wrestling to have 10 weight classes?
Well, the modern Olympic era, we've had 10 weights for almost 100 years, and so dropping down and now coming back up. Dropping down was a disappointment, and traditionally wrestling's been the sport for everybody, right? All sizes and all shapes, and so coming back up to 10 weights, it gives us a better opportunity to display our sport and the greatness that our sport embodies, and so I think it's very good, and I'm excited to continue to grow our sport.
So United States world champion last year with 8 weights. We're going to go up to 10. What's our depth situation where we now have to fill more weights? Is this situation the United States is going to be able to come out and strong with?
Yeah, I believe in the last several years we've built some great depth into our program and what our RTCs are doing, and the programs that are feeding that have done a great job, and so we do have some good depth. I think everybody looks at the new weights and what the potentials are. We've had some real standout competitors that have narrowly missed making world teams and have had excellent international results on tours and other events, and so that opens the door for us to get the best of our best on all in those new slots, and to have 10 really great guys at those weights. So it'll be exciting. I think it'll be great for our fans. It'll be great for our continued development when we do well, and I think it spikes our excitement level at the grassroots level, and kids reconnect the Olympic movement and world championship dreams to our grassroots, and so it'll be exciting this year to see how our team shakes out.
The 2 new weights that they added in, I mean, still 6 Olympic weights, but
yes,
2 more world championship weights, 79 kilo, 92, right?
Yeah.
What kind of athletes do you think are going to be in each of those weights that, might be the ones that get opportunities now?
Yeah, I think we're going to have some great athletes, of course. There at 92, it looks like there's several guys that are moving up, and maybe some rumor of 1 or 2 guys coming down. So some former national team members, current national team members on both ends of that. So, if Jaden moves up to 92, he would probably be considered the front runner. Nick Heflin competed at 92 kilo at the Yarygin and did very well, narrowly missed earning a medal. And, I think there'll be some other guys that jump into that weight as well. At 79, of course, you have Kyle Dake is looking to move up, and along with him, there's a couple other guys. Alex Deringer, who's a standout and has been very good on the international level as well. Junior world medalist, and has won some other tours, and maybe some guys coming out of the pipe that haven't been around in a little bit, but a guy like John Reeder has been doing some good things. Had a very good showing at the Schultz tournament this year, and so when you look at what those 5 or 6 names that I mentioned at those 2 weights as the front runners, and then of course there'll be a lot of depth that comes in behind them. I think it's going to be very interesting, exciting for our fans to watch. I think it's exciting for me and my staff to look at who's going to potentially make that team. So 6 weights for the Olympics. At some point, athletes and you as a coach have to start having people find the Olympic weights, right? When does that happen? I mean, we want to win world titles and we want to do well internationally, but there's an Olympic preparation going on as well. How do you approach that? For sure there is. I think we're thinking about it already. We've been thinking about it basically ever since I started as an assistant, really. I mean, but certainly started as a head coach a year and a half ago. Everything that you're doing is within the perspective of how does it position you for Tokyo. And so this is no different. We're looking at different athletes who have high potential, and How are they going to sift themselves out? And each athlete has to make those decisions for themselves and position themselves for the best for what they want to do long term in their career. We try to help advise them the best that we can. Sometimes guys need to move up or move down, and particularly move up maybe a little bit earlier so they can put on the size and adjust to the new weight category. But also, if they have a chance to make a world team, you can't underestimate the power of that World Championships experience as they carry it with them moving forward, whether they go up or go down. And so we considered all of those factors, and what's in the long-term best interest of the athlete is usually what's in the best interest of Team USA. And so, I think there's going to be some movement this year, no doubt. And with that, it's going to bring some new excitement. With Jaden moving up, it opens the door for somebody to step in and make a mark at 86 kilo. And David Taylor's, over the last years, had maybe some of the best performances in all the world, with his World Cup performance in 2017 and just winning the Yarygin. But there's some other really strong competitors there that are going to come into that weight category and challenge. And so up and down the lineup, those little movements, the ripple effect, it'll change complexion of our team a little bit. And but I believe that we're going to have a strong squad in the end, and hopefully go to the World Cup with a great team and use that as a launch pad for the 2018 World Championships. But really everything is geared towards how does it position us and shape us as the strongest heading into Tokyo in 2020.
Had a nice sized group at Yarygin. What were your thoughts of the U.S. effort there?
I thought we had a good effort. Yarygin, of course, is a great tournament, toughest tournament in the world at any given time outside of the World Championships or Olympic Games. And I don't think this year was any different. It was a very tough tournament with UWW's regulations tightening entries for the host countries or for any country. There were a fewer Russians, but I don't think it hurt the quality of the tournament. I think that the overall quality of the top competitors was there, and it was really strong. I felt pretty good about our team's effort. We had two champions, and that's excellent. One of them becoming a two-time champ with Kyle accomplishing that feat. So, with he and Tamara Stock becoming the first two-time Yarygin champions of any athletes from any country outside of Russia, that's a pretty significant accomplishment. As well as David winning another title, and we had a couple other medals that I thought were strong performances, and so I'm encouraged by that. I think we had an opportunity to upgrade a few of those medals even, and so I know those guys are working diligently to do that. But yeah, it was a great tournament, a great experience. We had almost 20 athletes competing there. So
a very busy winter for your guys. You got two big groups going to Cuba and Ukraine. What is the national coach you hoping to see from that?
Well, these competitions are all about testing your skills, and so we do have two large groups going to each of those events: the Cerro Pelado in Cuba, and the Outstanding Wrestler and Coaches Tournament in Kiev, Ukraine. So it's about not just getting experience, but getting the right kind of experience, testing and evaluating where we're at. And so we've worked hard, we've trained hard throughout the fall and winter months. This is another opportunity to step on the mat and test yourself and see where we are, and ultimately allow us to make some adjustments and refinements as we move forward. But I want to see guys go out and compete hard and fight with the American spirit. We need to win position battles. We need to be focused on doing the right things in those position areas, and hopefully come out of there with our hands getting raised a lot.
World Cup draws today: Japan, Georgia, Iran. Thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's a great draw. Last year we were drawn into quote unquote the pool of death, and our guys rose to the occasion. This year we have a strong pool with Iran and Georgia and Japan. Japan's lightweights have really been improving. They had a world champ last year at 57, of course. and some other really good lightweights. So we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to fight to get out of our pool, and so I think our guys are coming into it with that attitude, and I think they expect that. So yeah, it's exciting. I think it's going to be great to display international wrestling and showcase international wrestling to some of the greatest fans in the world, but certainly some of the best in the United States with the Iowa fan base, and my ties to Iowa, and having gone to college there, and our honorary coaching staff I'm very excited about, with Coach Gable, Coach Robinson, and Coach DeRoe helping to lead our men. I'm really excited for the opportunity. I think it's going to be a great event. I think these draws are great. It's only going to increase the hype and the excitement and the anticipation of what we're going to see.
Yeah, and we're going to hear a lot of USAs, aren't we?
Yeah, we hope so. We expect everybody to be there and chanting USA. So those Iranian fans travel well, so we want to make sure that we have the home court advantage there. So we expect to see a lot of red, white, and blue in those stands.
Well, fantastic, Coach. A lot going on. I appreciate you giving us a little time. Thank you.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Be good.